We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 showed up really fast. Can definitely smell what's going on. Oh, we might get some loud bangs and booms pretty soon, and that'll send them all running. I hate it when I'm right. Okay, Mr. Wiener's taking the task. Mr. Wiener does it again. Cutie cleans up. Wow, look at these guys. I am building an army of raccoons. Look at that one go. Oh my, that looks like Gertie Monster. Wow, Gertie. Show us those raccoon teeth. So she's making an access hole for her leg to fit in, and she'll be, there we go. And that's how it's done. Cutie, 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 cutie. Cutie, cutie, cutie. I got your butt. This one has evolved to pout and give the sad face and break the human's heart. If she has babies next year, they're probably going to inherit that trait too. And I'm convinced that will be the next race of raccoons that take over the planet. Because we're just too weak as humans when they give us that look. One was working on the giant tube. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, here we go, here we go. Come on, raccoon, show us your raccoon ways. Well, reached in and got something. Oop. Cutie's working on the toolbox. That's a tough one. That's a very tough challenge. She might tip it over and get it that way. She's working it. So Mama Moira's been stuck with that garbage can. She's getting the mother load out of there. Here comes Boy Genius. Mr. Wiener. Are you going to jump inside of here again? Hey thief, why don't you go work for your food? You know where it is. It's in one of those containers over there. You can do it. I know you got the brains. I know you're smart. All right. Only because I love you. Hi, sweetie. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You're gonna be a thief? Those were for you. You and your big butt. Hi, Mr. Wiener. Happy OONSDAY, everyone. Tonight is a new challenge. Tonight we are going to show them how to try to open up lids. This is the giant Pringles can. They got to pop that lid off. Each container has a lid. They have to take the lid off. Inside the lid in the container are peanuts, cookies, marshmallows. Multiple containers with lids. Toolboxes with a lid they have to open up. A container within a container, an old-fashioned trash can. Not so tightly closed, but tight enough where it'll be a challenge. Some are suspended. Let's see if the raccoons are up for the challenge tonight to access containers with lids. So in classic style, Mr. Wiener's going to every little device. He's inspecting it. He's going to see what looks easiest for him and what smells the best. Right, buddy? What's in there? Ooh, a trash can. You know, today's modern trash cans are plastic with fancy little clips. So he's probably never seen an old-fashioned trash can before. Maybe he has. Oh boy, turn the camera on just in time. He got the first lid off of the night. And that's a big one, and it's an easy one too. It's kind of flimsy. It's one of those solar planters for starting off seedlings. So there's a lot of food in there. That might keep him occupied for a while. I'm going to cover you up. So these are multi-stacked little tool organizers, like for screws and nails. I just have some cat food in there. Uh-oh. I think that's the more challenging one tonight. That box has to be flipped over, and then there's a container like this inside, filled with goodies with a lid on they have to take off. So he's investigating. He hears someone coming from the other side of the yard. Hopefully it's not that pesky fox again. I'll have to chase him off. Yeah, that was a little nerve-wracking the other night. That fox came flying in pretty close, just on the other side of this squirrel feeder here. Mr. Wiener leaped into the house, right over my legs, and I bolted outside and chased the fox off. Look at him. He got the lid right off. What a smart boy. Now, if he takes that and he puts it back on, then I don't know what I'm going to do. What were you doing? Just investigating it? You're such a silly raccoon. A very clever, very silly raccoon. So he got the cookie out of there. Off to the water container. He's got to dunk it. Oh yeah. You're gonna do all right in the city, Mr. Wiener. Look at you. You were just so curious and clever tonight. Right out of the gate. He's pulling out all the moves and he's showing us how smart he is. So those were on the top to get him to smell it through the grate to get him into there. He's done step number one. Step number two, he's got to pull that lid off, which he did over here. I replaced the lid back on. Huh. He's given up. He's going back to what worked before. He remembers that orange one. You did it last time. Ooh, you know what's in there. You're going to use your teeth, you're going to use your hands. Can you take that off? Oh, this one's easy. Are you giving up? I just talked you up so big. Now you're giving up on these challenges? So I did the lid upside down now to make it a little different for him, a little different challenge. He sees it. He's wondering, hey, how come my system of pressing in the middle ain't working anymore? There he goes. There he goes. Okay, this is another tough one tonight. The suspended one. He's got it figured out. He got that cap off. Look at him go. You know, my fear is he's going to conquer all these containers before anyone shows up. Mr. Wiener is a champ. Okay, in about the span of 2 minutes, a giant gang showed up from all directions. Looks like Cleopatra's babies. I think Moira's here with her baby. I saw Nellie. Heather's here. Heather's baby. It's funny, Mr. Wiener heard them coming. He went out to the outskirts and he went raccoon to raccoon greeting them. They did this little chatter with their mouths. That might be Gertie over there. So here they are. Oh. Hi, baby. Got some challenges for you tonight. You're young and you're inexperienced, but this is how you learn. Gotta learn how to take the lids off. So that lid's off of the red one. Mr. Wiener did the work there. That baby's digging in. Hello. You wanna shake my hand? You wanna shake my hand? I missed you too. It's been 24 hours. Oh, it's going for the tube in. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Someone got that one open. Or did Mr. Wiener get that open? I forget. Okay, those were latched into place. But raccoons being what they are, things become unlatched very quickly. Which makes it so much fun to watch. Okay, baby, see if you could take that lid off. I got little holes drilled in that plastic so they can smell what's inside. I got one piece of tape on the back holding it in place just to give it a little extra challenge. But on one end it can be lifted off. So I'm not seeing anyone accomplish what Mr. Wiener did in short order when he showed up. Got some snarling going on. There's a lot to keep track of at once. It went from 1 to 22 in 2 minutes. And I see some more out in the yard. It's like they coordinate it. They send out an email to each other saying we're going to meet at this time. Don't be late. So way out in the distance I hear raccoons screaming and there's a bunch charging off. It's like a warning call. That fox could be back. Yeah, there's one out in the distance pretty far away screaming, and that's got all the adults' attention. So I'd say a good 5 minutes have passed since a large group took off. I think in the defense of one screaming in the distance. Just a small handful have returned. I'm real curious what went down. Hopefully no one got hurt. Nose boop. All right, we got the lid off there. Who's the clever baby that did that? All right, they're starting to come back from the outskirts, I see. Yeah, there's a few coming from way out there. There's a couple coming from there. So whatever went down is over with. It's been resolved. Life goes on. They gotta eat. Hi, baby. I like that they give me a little nose kiss or a little handshake. It's like, yeah, I remember you from last night, and the night before, and the night before that, and the night before that, and as far back as my memory goes, actually. You shake my hand too? Yeah, Cleo's babies like to shake hands, or high five. Klaus, I have no ice cream cones for you tonight. Maybe he'll be the one who figures that out. That's a tricky one because they can't get their fingernails underneath it. They kind of have to tip it just right. So the giant tube, I have one end blocked off with a plastic container and a cardboard round cover on this side, held by tape. So they gotta rip that off to get inside to get to the mother load of peanuts. It's doable. Yeah. Now that I put that tape on there, that's pretty tricky. Oh, there he goes. Resourceful raccoon. Okay, Cutie Monster showed up. Oh, she got the lid off. I don't think she knows she got it off. There's a cookie in there, which is what she wants. Cutie got spooked. So I noticed that some nights certain raccoons are more spooked than other nights. And I'm guessing they had something happen to them recently that has them a little edgy, like a close call or a fight with a fox or a coyote. Or they saw something. Now that one was just starting to work on that garbage can, and I saw it make a little progress getting that lid off. So we might get a big bang with that lid coming off soon. So what I've noticed so far, that one hasn't been conquered, the toolbox hasn't been conquered, the garbage can and the giant tube have not been conquered. So there's some challenges yet to be tackled here tonight. There's Mama Moira being Mama Moira. Now Cutie's going to be upset Cleopatra got her cookie out of there. Cutie did the work of getting the lid off and ran off, and Cleopatra cleaned up. Well, Mr. Wiener came back. And there's Skittish right there. I think I see Cutie up on the tree branch at the end of this rope. She needs to come down and join the family. She's edgy. She's looking out in the distance. She doesn't like what's going on. I don't know. Ever since that raccoon screamed out there, it might have been her for all I know. I hope not. We got a lot going on at once. Alright, there's a wicked scream again, off on the edges. What is going on? Wonder if that fox isn't circling the area here and just has them really disturbed. So there's Cleo. She's investigating. She doesn't like what's going on. Very edgy group tonight. What's going on, Mr. Knight? Look, they just keep bolting for certain trees. Something ain't right. Pretty soon I just might walk the perimeter here and just put my scent out there. So if there's a coyote or something, they know, don't even bother. Oh, you sneaky, sneaky girl. It's a double stuff. You know, it's not too unlike when you hang bird feeders, like I do. You're feeding the chickadees, the cardinals, the blue jays, but you're also feeding the hawks. I have a Cooper's hawk that comes and he sits on that fence or up on one of these branches in the maple, and he'll swoop down on those sparrows. So you're feeding birds, and then those birds are feeding bigger birds. So that's a little bit of a risk when I'm feeding these raccoons. I have the smell of cat food and dog food out there, plus the smell of lots of little baby raccoons. It's drawing in a coyote or it's drawing in a fox. Now I keep making my presence known, and I'm talking during this, and that should be enough to keep them away. But we're in an urban environment, and they've just gotten used to our presence, and they're getting bolder and bolder. Turkeys are kind of new to the area, maybe the past 15-20 years, and they'll just walk right up to you now, where when they first arrived that was just unheard of. They've acclimated quickly because they don't have a choice. They fill in the territory and we're everywhere. These raccoons have not gone one day of their life without hearing humans. It's impossible. There's a freeway right almost next to where I live. So the park that they live in, here we go again, is right next to the freeway system. Okay, I'm gonna go out on the edges. Well, hi Heather. So here we go again. This time was about 10 minutes, and they're starting to come back. I am seeing a couple of the adults on the edges just kind of pacing back and forth, looking off to what would be my east. Yeah, something's going on tonight for sure. They're very rattled. The littlest sounds has them bolting. So I'm guessing they witnessed a trauma recently, or from the sounds of that screaming before, they knew what that meant, and it wasn't good. So I wish they could talk. I did build them a communication device, but they were just telling me not to drink yellow beer. You'll have to check out that early video of mine. It's pretty silly. So, this is Heather's favorite thing. She loves to pull the step away. Right, Heather. So here's Jill. Bunch of babies. I haven't seen her twin Bill yet tonight. Yep. Who's working on the toolbox there? Is that Gertie? She got it open. She got the toolbox open. Wow. That was a tough one tonight. Good job, Gertie. So that leaves the garbage can left and the giant tube left. The giant tube's been moved, and part of that cardboard has been worked open, and some food has been accessed, but it hasn't been ripped off yet. And it looks like the green container still has the lid on. So, but majority have been conquered. Yes? You want something? You know where there's a cookie is in that green container right there. Not in my hand. Alright, Mama Moira's back. She's one of the defenders like Cleopatra. If there's danger on the outskirts, she'll tend to bolt out there to deal with it instead of going up a tree. So they all are different with the fight or flight. She's a fighter. Oh, looks like Midnight showed up again. Midnight gets closer, you'll see one of the back legs is a bum leg. She has no use of that leg. But she's been around a couple years. She manages. I like that technique. Just flip it all out. So we're starting to get a respectable number back again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Someone's working on the trash can. That little baby. I don't know if that baby has the strength to do it. Can definitely smell what's going on. Oh, we might get some loud bangs and booms pretty soon, and that'll send them all running. I hate it when I'm right. This adult must be like, yeah, trash can's falling over. I know that sound. So, we got a winner chicken dinner. Trash can's been conquered by a raccoon. Who would have thought a raccoon could open up a metal trash can? Growing up, that's what we had. That's how old I am. We had the metal trash cans, and it was a nightly thing. Someone in the neighborhood had their trash can tipped over. You would hear it in the middle of the night, and you'd just kind of come out of your stupor going, oh yeah, a raccoon. And you'd go right back to sleep, and you knew someone was cleaning up a mess in the morning. It just happened all the time. We would put bungee cords on it. Some raccoons were just so clever. They would figure how to take the bungee cord off, take the metal cap off, tip it, and get to the trash. Now, I'm a little surprised, like I said. These modern era, you don't see trash cans like that. And that was a baby. Okay. Here we go. This little guy is looking a little better every day. Someone suggested I call him Tiny Tim. I feel bad for Tiny Tim. The other name I was thinking was Cassidy, for the old Hop-Along Cassidy. So he's moving a little bit faster. I'm noticing that front leg that was held up all the time. Look, he's putting it down. And I'll even see him feeling for peanuts with it. So I'm seeing the use of all four legs return. Now that back leg looks like a broken bone that healed improper, but it's enough where he can support his weight with it. And that front one that I thought had no use at all actually does. I can see him padding around and feeling with it, so that is very good. And I hate to say it, with like that fox or coyote that zooms in here sometimes, a raccoon like that would be first to go. So what a testament to this little champ, that he's been in that condition for a good month, and he's a survivor. Uh-oh, someone's going to conquer the green one? So that's Cutie, and Cutie is getting frustrated because she knows there's a cookie in there. But that lid is on very tight. For some reason, that's a more tight-fitting lid than all the others. So yeah, this raccoon conquered this lid. She uses her sad eyes to look at me, and I open the door, and this container opens up my house, and she walks right in, and she gets the good stuff. So a raccoon doesn't have to use their hands to open up. They could use their sad eyes. Hi, Gertie. Hi, Skittish. I wish I could convey the smell that's out here right now. It has a very barnyard quality to it. Every night's a little different, which is strange. There's nights it reminds me of parts of the zoo you've been to where you walk through and it has a certain smell. The raccoons put that off some nights. It smells more like a farm tonight. Yeah, silly. You think I got something? I don't. I do, but I don't. I want you guys to work for it. I don't know why no one's returned to the giant tube and given that a go. And they're all giving up on that green one. What I could do, cutie, is put a bunch of cookies in there and put the lid on. And if you could screw that off, I would be very amazed. Should we give it a try? So she's making an access hole for her leg to fit in, and she'll be, there we go. And that's how it's done. Wow, Gertie. I am humbled by what stands before me. Oh, you did that way too fast. Skittish. See how that works? Sorry, little guy. You've been watching on the outskirts and you want to play. Okay, hang on. You just have fun taking them out, don't you? You're all full of burrs again. What do you hear out there? Oh, there's a big raccoon coming across the yard, Mr. Wiener. I see that. Is that Bear? Who assembled these cookies upside down? Well, it looks like everything's been conquered. The giant tube, kinda. Part of it was peeled back and someone reached in and grabbed a peanut. So I say that counts. The cap was conquered. So, alright, cutie. Cookies. There you go. So, let's call it a night. We got some really good success here. The raccoon showed off how clever they are, how fast they are at figuring out how to solve a problem and getting it done. Some of the ones that surprised me was the container underneath that box. In short order, that was tipped over and accessed. The garbage can was very difficult, but they got it done. That green one took a long time. The toolbox is amazing, that someone figured out that toolbox and cracked it open and got the goodies. So happy OONSDAY, everyone. What a fun night it was. A lot of scary moments with them running off, but they came back, so hopefully no one got hurt tonight. Good night, everyone. Say good night, guys. Where do you think you're going? To the refrigerator? If you go there, get me a beer, please.